Like that's a freak occurrence though. Like Chicago's safe where I am. Like I hate when people act like it's a super violent city. Like who's trying to rob you? You don't have ops. You're not working in the drug trade. Like calm down. The only people who are outside are the homeless, and you can run from them unless they're on crack. Good luck. No one's outside anymore. No one's on the corner. They're all inside playing video games. But yeah, I'm back home. It's been weird being back home, like driving past my high school, like all those weird memories and stuff. I was really bad at baseball in high school. I didn't even get to start my senior night. My baseball career in high school was like me being like, why don't I get to play? And also being 140 pounds. Yeah, I didn't even get to start my senior night. I was just like, we were doing the national anthem. I'm just crying. All the Southern baseball dads in the crowd are like, this kid must fucking love his country. Just genuinely sad. To be fair, it's the most patriotic thing you can do. Cry during the national anthem, that and like hate minorities. It's like, you know, it's also kind of gay. Just losing it to a ballad over stitch work. Checking a lot of boxes. But yeah, no, they go through, they do the anthem, you know, they're going through, they're introducing all the seniors. They're like, catching tonight, playing center field. They get to me, they're like, on the team. And they had the audacity to try to spice things up with my academic endeavors. They're like, he's also in the IB program. He's also a fucking loser. It's like, that's my high school legacy, dude. Like an unathletic, sniveling ultra-patriot who reads a lot. They nailed it. Baseball was weird for me my senior year, though. Like, at one point, the team all tried to, like, grow mustaches, and I was, like, one of the only ones who couldn't, and also the only adult on the team. Just an adult with a Frida Kahlo mustache watching from the sideline. Not a good look for the only eligible pedophile on the team. Checking a lot of boxes. Oh, yeah, I bought a white van, started driving that to practice. No, baseball was always weird for me. My teammates and I, like, had a lot of different, like, and I'm a liberal leftist pussy. And my teammates are all, like, amosexual Trump lovers. Trump and guns. I've never shot a gun. I'm too scared I would shatter like a little egg from the recoil. Too small for that shit. But like I do think you gotta give it to him. It's a sick invention. That's innovation. That's craftsmanship. It's also a scary idea to have. A guy who's just like, I'm gonna put metal through you so fast you fucking die, dude. And then he did it. He opened a lot of avenues though. Movies, they wouldn't be as good without guns. Video games would be worse. Suicide would be a lot more tedious. We probably wouldn't have all this land. Like, at the same time, I think some video games would be like better. If guns were illegal, it'd be like more mythical in a way, and like they wouldn't blame school shootings on like Fortnite, which they don't do. But it would be funny if there's like a Fortnite school shooting, just the Aurora shooting, but instead of the Joker, he's dressed as a banana peel. Little did Timmy know, when he boarded the bus that morning, it wasn't just any bus, it was the battle bus. Somebody get his reboot card! Alright. I've been seeing a lot of school shooting commercials recently, which to clear that up, those are anti-school shooting commercials, not psycho PSAs. Are you tired of your classmates calling you a pussy? No, but those commercials are normally, you know, they're these really sad stories about their children. Like, please don't skip this ad, my son's and then they just end. Because I skipped the ad. But guns, you know, another interesting thing about guns is how like we market them and romanticize them to like children, especially like young boys. Like I think Nerf is a crazy concept. The guys who make like the foam football saw a way to murder people, and like that's our shit right there. And no wonder there's so many shootings, dude. Every time my cousin gets his iPad taken away, he's leaving shell casings scattered across the living room. And then he goes and plays Civilian Killer 7, Simulator 7 for 6 hours and falls asleep to sounds of Italian brain rot in his ears. He's gonna be the greatest mind of a generation, dude. Alright, I'm gonna do an impression of a comedian. Came home the other day, my sister, she comes into my room, she says, Jack, the girls at school, they've been making me feel ostracized recently, ostracized. I says, ostracized? You look pretty normal sized to me. She's a small girl. Next day, my mother, she comes into my room, she says, son, I got big news, I'm dating the mailman. I says, the mailman? What other kind of man is there, Ma? week she comes back into my room, she says to me, Jack, me and the mailman were true, he didn't deliver. I says, what happened, Mom? She says, it's no matter, we're true. I'm dating the garbage man now. I says, what other kind of man is there, Mom? Am I right, ladies? Feminism. Next week she comes back into my room. I'm beginning to notice the theme at this point. She comes, she says, Jack, me and the garbage man were true, he was trash. It's over. I says, Ma, what happened? It says, it's no matter. She says, it's no matter. I'm dating the weatherman now. I says, well, Ma, you gotta decide whether or not you like him because you're becoming a massive whore. Am I right, fellas? Feminism. My buddy, he comes to me the other day, he says, I'm working from abroad. I says, you're letting a woman tell you what to do? Now for some topical material, The Bear, it should be called The Chef. I thought it was a show about a hairy gay man, not a sad culinary student with a jawline. Jeremy Allen White, you're goddamn right he is. I came home the other day, my wife, she was in the kitchen. I said, you're goddamn right. I got more. I got a lot more. My friend accused me of alcoholism the other day. I said I love alcohol. All my friends are alcoholics. Okay. I got put on probation at work the other day, so I started masturbating in the office. They fired me immediately. I said, I thought you said probation. What else? I recently learned that sperm cells have a sense of smell. I said, that must be terrible. Don't worry, that one was just for me.